Quick disclaimer, while filming this video, I was fighting off a massive cold. I've still got a bit of a lingering effect now. But if the usual energy isn't kind of there and I seem a bit tired, don't worry, it's cool, it's just a cold. I'll be back stronger than ever next week. Enjoy the video. Okay, welcome back to the channel. First things first, a few updates. The last video, taking on 2021, loads of support from you guys, really appreciate that. It's actually the highest like to view ratio video on this channel ever, which is sick. Love it. And I'm hoping you guys enjoy the content, because it seems like you did. I think that's reasonable to assume. But anyway, next episodes, and all of the episodes coming after that, I'm aiming to post every Monday about 1-2 p.m.-ish, so kind of like midday, rather than the usual 7:30 p.m. Just because it's something to start the year off well, or start the week off well, sorry, get you motivated for the rest of the week, and come out of the weekend feeling a bit more invigorated and ready to tackle it. But if you haven't seen that video, the last video, I'd probably recommend that you go and see that if you're in the UK, if you're in lockdown, or pretty much anywhere else in the world. Basically, the whole series is about finding a bit more certainty in this lockdown, finding a bit more motivation and a routine to stick to that helps you just to improve everything that you're trying to do. Yeah, and arguably fight off the growing mental instability that just comes naturally with lockdown and awfulness of this year, or last year, COVID in general, to be honest. So yeah, I'd recommend you go see that video. But otherwise, today's video is a second episode of the Study With Me series. So along with the Taking On 2021 series, I've got this Study With Me series. It's a 4-part series brought to you by Mathsify, who are an online one-to-one tutoring service for maths and science. So if you want to check them out, links in the description below. But there's 4 videos, a 15-minute, 30-minute, 45-minute, and 60-minute study with me. Basically, the aim is just to sit down, do some work so that you guys can work along with me, because I find it helps you to stay motivated if there's someone else working with you. So hence why we're here. Today, what I've got on the table is some physics homework. It's on Kepler's laws and satellites, so that's like planetary motion, stuff like that. I've also got a mock paper that we were set, so I've got to finish that, mark that, and it's going to be all Gucci. Today is a 30-minute one. So now that you've got that, we're ready to go. The updates in terms of when I'll be posting, I'm going to be posting all of the other content as well as that Taking On 2021 series kind of in between those Mondays and whenever I can make it. So I'll be posting consistently those Mondays, and then any other content will just be spread out between those weeks. So yeah, sick. Anyway, let's get on with this work. Hope you get everything you need to done. Try and stick with it because it will be helpful, but otherwise, see you in 30 minutes. that is half an hour. That was pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I finished off this past paper, I marked it all at a decent 93%, which is calm. It is an AS paper, so slightly easier, but still, we're getting the practice in, it's good. And then I ended up having some queries about some of the questions in that paper, so I took a photo of them and emailed my teachers to kind of go over it and explain why it was. Also, I had an issue as to whether or not magnetic fields stored energy or just a medium for transferring energy. For example, in transformers, obviously you've got power in either side transferring from one to the other, but then that transfer isn't reflected by a reduction in power or anything like that. So I was kind of wondering where, because it almost seems like you're just creating energy, when obviously that isn't the case, because that's one of the fundamental laws of the universe. Lol. Didn't quite manage to get onto the homework as a result of that, but I'm going to do that now. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if you got everything you wanted to done and whether or not you found this helpful, because obviously after the series, if you don't find it helpful, I'm not going to make more of them, because what's the point? But yeah, it was good. But that's it for me today. So the next one you'll see is Monday, 1 or 2 p.m, taking on 2021 episode 2. Again, if you haven't already seen that, I definitely recommend going back and having a look. A bit of energy and just something to push you through that week. But yeah, that's me done. Hope you enjoyed. If you want to follow me on Snapchat or Instagram, up there. If you want to, it's there. And then if you enjoyed it, don't forget to drop a like, don't forget to drop a subscribe, turn on those notifications, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.
I live inside my own world of make-believe.